Hey, trying to convince my girlfriend not to have the nail varnish stripped off her nails again. We both have gelish, and she insists on changing her colour every 3 weeks, and then wonders why then the gelish won't stay on her fingernails. It's because you're destroying your own fingernails. Please stop changing your colour. Have one colour. Stick with it for a couple of months. I wouldn't mind if she accepted the fact that her nails won't stay on if she keeps doing that, but she won't. Battle mage it is.
As you say.
Warden Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Wolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whitehart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine. He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Wolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul. Sir, the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the Pilgrim's Path. It is the only route that can reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization. It is the road here from Denerim. You can see why it would be important. In the city of Amaranthine there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard. He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking. No, it is far to the north. The fortress is said to be impregnable. It still has the areas where the griffins of old would breed, but their like will never be seen again. About the Arling, he does not. But about the implications, a great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. Her true story, and that of the Warden's exile, is one you yourself uncovered at Soldier's Peak, at great personal risk. We are now presented with another precedent. Warden commands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that wardens are important, blight or no. Very well, Commander.
To business, then. Orlais sent a dozen wardens to the Vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field. The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine. Only so many places travelers visit. I checked the inns and taverns. You did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel. Wiser men than I have worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they found some other purpose... That's the only thing that needs immediate attention. Do you want something else, Commander?
A large drink.
As much as you like, sir. Generally, the Keep's Seneschal takes care of day-to-day matters. If anything important arises, I'll alert you.
A large drink. Okay.
We call her the Vigil. She's been around for a long spell. They say the Alamari barbarians first built a fort here to stop Tevinter incursions from the lowlands of the Waking Sea. They say that the castle is built on a mountain of bones. Much death here.
They say a lot.
Commander,
This is Sir Garavel, the new captain of the guard.
I have a matter to bring to your attention. Potentially urgent. The Orlesians, wardens, I mean, began gathering information while they were here. The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told. These hunters, Colbert and, well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The wardens were just about to send someone to track down Colbert. Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Probably amongst the refugees outside the city gate. Commander.
Of course.
Hey? What? Come back. Right, okay.
Mistress Wolsey says I can set up shop here. The merchant you saved was grateful to be alive, restocked me for a bargain. The savings are yours, of course. You need anything, Commander?
Well, what I really want to do is work out how to do enchantments. How can I enchant things?
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Yes, I need something enchanted. time, but this
You need anything, Commander?
so no elephant. Damn. Not the lyrium I need.
You need anything, Commander?
Oh shoot.
You need a...
No, no lyrium. Okay. Check over the mage.
May I be of service? Certainly. As you say.
Who's there? I was just keeping my nose to the dust, watching out for the Schliets. One of the lads here told me about the Schliets. Said they're common in Ferelden. They lie on the ground, looking like ordinary pairs of pants, until you turn around. That's when they strike. There's no such... Oh, well, I knew that. I thought you'd just find it amusing, is all. That Jacob's gonna get it when I get my hands on him.
Yes.
Blimey, Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back they caught a thief in the vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit. He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, to see the thief.
It's cold here.
Ah, Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest...
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. we thought that you might have need of an armorer.
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep. Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets. This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh!
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons, stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know. Come back soon.
So, mage, huh? What's it like?
Commander, so this is human construction, is it? My brother said you'd need a stonemason, but he didn't know the half of it. You're too kind. The Darkspawn did a number on this keep of yours, but I suspect it was crumbling well before they showed up. Your seneschal gave me some fancy decree promising men and monies to fix the vigil, but it's a paltry sum. I suppose it would be sufficient to reconstruct the walls to human standards, but who'd want that? I'm not certain of the character of the stone in these parts, but we'd need more men for certain. Proper skilled men, not some starving dusters, right? Which all boils down to coin, really. Don't take too long about it. It'll take a while to rebuild, and the Darkspawn aren't patient.
Oh god, I gotta find 80 sulfur. I have not that kind of money.
I don't mean to alarm you, Commander, but it's possible there are still Darkspawn in the Vigil. Let me explain. You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below, trapped. In time, they may dig their way out. We have men who can unearth the rubble at your command. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to the basements. Of course.
Ah, Commander. Good thing you're here. This one's been locked up 3 nights now. Good men died while this one was protected in his cell. He won't give his name. All I know is he was caught poking around the estate in the middle of the night. I'd say he was just a thief. But it took 4 Grey Wardens to capture him. You best be careful. Whoever he is, he's no ordinary burglar, that's for sure. As you wish, Commander. I'll tell the Seneschal you came. He'll want to know what you decide to do with this man.
It will be done.
If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall with lightning bolts shooting out of your eyes? Somehow I just thought that my father's murderer would be, more impressive. I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. Do you even remember my father? My father served the hero of Riverdane and fought against the Orlesians, yet our family lost everything. I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you, to lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left. If you're asking whether I knew what he was up to, the answer is no. I was squired in the Free Marches. Look, I know you're a hero. You fought a war and you won, and to the victor go the spoils, right? Whatever my father did, however, shouldn't harm my whole family. The Howes are pariahs now. Those of us left. It's all thanks to you. And now you get to decide my fate. Ha! Ironic, isn't it? I'm not without skills. My time abroad wasn't spent chasing skirts and drinking wine. Hunting, scouting, poisons. Why? What do you care? You're right. I'll go join Queen Honora's service immediately. She'll certainly want another Howe around. If you let me go... I don't know. I only came back to Ferelden a month ago. If you let me go, I'll probably come back here. You might not catch me next time. All ready? Good.
I brought the Seneschal for you, Commander.
I see you've spoken to our guest. Quite the handful, isn't he? Have you decided what's to be done with him? A Howe? He figures that they would turn up again. The Howes are implacable enemies, Commander.
You what?
I'm sorry, Commander. The right of conscription? On the prisoner?
No, absolutely not. Hang me first. Hard to say. You like having Grey Wardens who want you dead? You really want to howl as a Grey Warden? You are a very strange woman. I can't decide if this is a vote of confidence or punishment.
An interesting decision, Commander. Come with me, sir. We'll see if you survive the joining. From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
The Howe is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
As you say.
That's a pretty bow, and I've never had a chance to use it. That's very annoying. the very last one from Nathaniel is switched to bow.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendenhau's vassals. Now they will be yours. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Al of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine, as is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Jarl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
I'm here to serve, Commander. I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably. Very well, Commander.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. I would take this matter seriously, Warden. They know of your capabilities and they're spending a fortune to see their aims fulfilled. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Guys, I need to talk to everyone.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, Sir Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost.
Well, it could be worse. I could be chasing down a goat.
Yes.
You have time to talk about the Darkspawn in the Vigil? Let me explain. In time, they may dig their way out. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to... Straight away, sir. Here we are. The Vigil goes deep. Real deep. The hallways down here have been crumbling for years and decades. And that blasted Dworkin's explosives didn't do the structure any favors. No one knows. The Vigil's always been here. Since the barbarians, they say. Who knows what's at the bottom? I don't know, but no one saw the Darkspawn approach on the surface either. Maybe they found a way to attack from below. You heard the commander. Put your backs into it. This is where you come in. Who knows what's up ahead? We'll be back here.
You're rending house, little blighter.
That's one way of putting it.
They talked
As
about
you say.
you in the army. Fergus Cultist said you wouldn't have the stones to show your face again. You proved him wrong. I respect that.
She was like a mother to me. We must save her.
will be done. Of course. Very well. It will be done. Yes.
I think I can help with that.
You shouldn't have.
No, I didn't want to give it to him. Oh my good grief. Pay attention. Ugh.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Oh, thank the Maker. Please, let us out. Quick, before more of those things come.
Of course.
Always forbade us from playing in the cellars. Now I know why.
It will be done. It will be done. As you say. It will be done. Very well. Very well.
Is this what I think it is?
A stick of rock?
It is.
Well,
That's the How crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. Well, my father hid it away, I guess. I'm surprised he didn't simply have it destroyed. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of. No. No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria.
Very well.
You murdered a slew of Darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories
Murdered?
about you and the Wardens.
Is that quite the right word?
But to see it firsthand... Well, I'm impressed. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads. Aye, the Orlesian lads would have had a terrible surprise. Explains how experienced men fell to the Darkspawn. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
Andraste's blood, there are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know. Of course.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
I mean, when you weren't from the Circle. Robes would make you easy to spot.
So does the big I'm a mage sign around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars.
Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Helen, you abuse me so, it's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
That looks fine indeed.
this place looks familiar.
Very well.
Missed your chance!
Yes, this looks very familiar.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself. Orc, show her. Hand over the gold. Now. Orc, send her over. The money. Now. Defend yourselves, men.
We will need will be done.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
They used to display the heads of trade.
Looking for some company, honey pie? I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women. Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Would have been more useful to find gold deposits.
Oh, will you stop your belly aching? Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared. We got lucky. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
Right, I wanted to check on something and I almost forgot. So we'll close that. We'll open this. So it not being there, we'll check my GOG catalogue. I'm just seeing if I got Neverwinter Nights 2. Neverwinter Nights I got several times over. Do I have Neverwinter Nights 2? Therein lies the question. I do own Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. Excellent. So I will have to install and play that one day. Because I've only played it once and I never played the expansions. It's one of those games, it's annoyingly boring. Should be more fun than it is. I don't know why I find it boring. I just do, I guess. But yeah, I want to complete it with the Warlock. I've never had a chance to play a D&D Warlock, so...
Yes?
So, you're a Howl.
The guards.
Do you have a point,
They
mage?
won't let anyone into the city.
Hey,
but
I'm
it's
fond of the
dangerous
Howl.
outside.
Who's and the what?
How clever.
Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
As you said.
Why won't you let us in?
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravain. Ah, the Dark Wolf, nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Well, they don't look infected.
We
And he has
need
children.
supplies.
Look,
My children are
those
hungry.
smugglers are bastards for taking advantage. Those smugglers are bastards for taking us.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Oh, it's my hair caught up in my glasses.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Oh, excuse me.
Of course. Yes.
I think I can help with that. Immediately. Your wish is my command.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
How much?
Too rich for you? I will wait.
So that's 130 sovereigns I now need.
How do the Templars always find you, Anders?
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some?
What can I get for you, friend? What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more. You might have a point there. It'll take me some time to move stuff out of the way. Come back soon and it'll be ready. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That's a no, then.
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
No!
Very well.
Waiting.
Hmm?
I think I can help with that.
We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take back power. Back from all those nosy guards and who watch us with them.
That looks fine indeed.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the...
You know, Nathaniel, you're just like me.
Am I now?
Every day you wait, the conspiracy closes a noose around your neck. It will be done.
Hello, Win.
Well, if it isn't the Warden Commander, how have you been? I suppose congratulations are in order. And you. I hear the Darkspawn are not retreating as they should. It sounds like the Wardens have their hands full. I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere. And by then you will no doubt have had this mess sorted out. But we shall see. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra, but perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. But I can't waste any more time. Good luck to you, Warden Commander.
It figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron-Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly? Maybe you're right. I wish I knew exactly how. I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
And the Maker wept for his beloved. And turned once again. Repent.
Right, I'm going to get padding on the seat sorter and something to drink because my ass has gone hump.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Don't touch me! Don't! Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all?
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed.
Your wish is my command.
Ooh, for me? Ooh. Ooh, for me? Ooh.
People are far too lax in tending to their spiritual affairs.
Templars. Bloody. Templars. Bloody everywhere. Templars. Bloody
The
everywhere.
stench of human
Templars.
depravity.
Bloody
Oh, wait,
everywhere.
that's just me.
Must stay sharp.
You bloody bastard!
Very well.
Keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is fine.
Trust they shit.
Inbone.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes.
Delilah?
Everything is fine.
Is that really you?
Nathaniel! I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
I'll get on it.
Very well.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes.
Thank you for coming to the guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighboring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. Yes, that much is clear. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Yes.
Lizard eyes? Perhaps a heart? Lizard eyes? Perhaps a...
Yes.
Yes. Heart's blood.
Very well.
Whoa, what?
Very well.
I've thought about what you said, Anders. The comparison between my family and mages. It's idiotic. I'm not about to transform into an abomination simply...
I didn't say it was a...
I will pray for you, Commander.
Very well.
Excellent work with the bartender. Wait, I have another proposal. Of late, thieves have had an unfortunate effect on our profits. This reduces the amount we can pass to you. We run them off, but they are like rats. Perhaps you could find a more permanent solution. My associate will meet with you in the den. Thank you again, Warden Commander.
Very well.
Oh, I'm trunching away. My mic was off again. Nothing new. Nothing new. Oh. I really want to grab that mage.
By the power in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices!
Despite all your bungling.
As you say.
I see you got rid of our unwanted guests. Thank you. Allow me to offer this donation. If you don't mind, there is one last thing we could use your help with. The city guard is investigating our little operation. The lieutenant in charge needs to disappear. He should be in the guardhouse. One of his men will have the key. The city guard will not be pleased, but it's unlikely they'll be able to do anything about it. Good luck.
I think I can help with that.
Correction, there's been 5 blights in total.
You could have used your influence to help the people of this city. But you're just a common murderer. I've nothing to say to you.
Of course. Of course.
What are you doing here? You're not one of the city guard. Help! Of course. Very well.
I think I can help with that.
Rescued by the lovely commander of the Grey herself. I'm honored. My name is Jason. I'm the finest archer in the whole Arling. If you'd have my bow, I'll rain terror among your enemies. You won't regret it. If you'll excuse me, sir.
The whole quiet and stoic thing must get you a lot of action, huh?
I take it you're an admirer, Ogren.
What? No. No. Well,
Good. Then I needn't worry about...
I will pray for you, Commander.
It will be done.
You know, suspiciously like there's a memory leak on this somewhere and it needs to be sorted. Oh, well reloaded.
Repent and...
No, not really. CPU's a tad unhappy though.
I heard the news. Thank you. We are grateful for your continued support.
Yeah, this definitely needs to restart. So while that's shuffling out of Yoda memory, we will have a look at other things.
course.
My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
Fun fellow.
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice. Don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders? I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. Do I detect a note of jealousy? Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. They might. I only know mine is there for certain. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. All things considered. The tavern.
As you say. Very well. Very well. Of course.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded. No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention.
Of course.
I think I can help with that.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! Queen Honora allowed my conscription!
The Chancellor's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising from yet another mage. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
I did nothing in that fight.
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I guess they do. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
I'll take care of it.
Yes.
Doors busted down, skulls thumped, and vices preyed upon. But I have answers. I could not unearth the conspirators' identities. They are paranoid. But I know they meet at Old Stark's farm on the Ferroval Plains. Make her be with you.
Let's go speak to the dwarf and give him 80 gold, 80 sovereigns.
I don't suppose you've reconsidered? Coin comes and goes, but dwarven walls never fall. It will be, Warden. Good luck to anyone who tries to breach these walls. Ha!
No, most powerful.
You're quite the dirty little dwarf.
The men are
aren't
still
you?
clearing the rubble
You're
in the
quite the
basement.
dirty little
They'll be finished
mage.
soon.
I do my best. Still, I'm no ale-swilling mountain.
And I'm no winking slut.
We've been discovered.
Of course.
Aye! They went boom. That little cross is very, very annoying. Will it disappear if I reload the game? No, it won't. Ah well, I'll have to put up with the little cross for the rest of Awakening.
You don't actually think your jokes are funny, do you?
Good.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric How. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden? Is it? You've never thought about it? Does nobody ever leave the Wardens? You can run, but you can't hide? I think I've heard that before. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying. I got really good at escaping the tower, just never good at staying escaped. Until now, I suppose. You know, there is one thing I miss about the tower. My cat. Mr. Wiggums. He wasn't my cat, he was the tower's mouser. But he took a liking to me. There were days when that stupid cat was the only person I saw. Except for it not being a person. Still, I liked him. Poor Mr. Wiggums. He became possessed by a rage demon, but he did take out 3 Templars. Oh, I was never more proud. A toast to Mr. Wiggums, then. May he forever eat mice in the Fade.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only 2 who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbrecht, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Van Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbrecht.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbrecht.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food? Then I pray to the Maker that your choices are wise.
I see that Lord Edelbrecht wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
As you say.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just going to assume that something died in your mouth.
Funny story. Dwarf attack.
Enemies ahead.
Thank you, kind sir. Take this pouch of coins in return. But now I'm off to Vigil's Keep.
It will be done. These beasts are surely dangerous. It will be done. As you say. Yes.
I fell down. Why did you even want to be a Grey Warden? You thought it would make for great drinking stories?
I can't believe you survived the joining.
You got drunk and made a bet, didn't you?
It will be done.
At you, I could crush your tiny human skull.
I bet I could drink.
You're a... That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. Run.
We must strike quickly.
Well, that was close. For a moment there, I thought I was really about to join the Legion of the Dead. I might have cracked a rib, but it's hard to be sure. Everything hurts. I'm sure they intended to turn me into a broodmother. They do that with females, and Darkspawn are nothing if not predictable. Anyway, I can't chat for long. I should probably go back, as foolish as that sounds, see if there's anything I can do. The old fortress of Calharol. There's something going on there. I think the Darkspawn are breeding an army. The Legion went to investigate, but Calharol proved too much for us. It was a massacre, and now I'm the only one left. The Darkspawn have changed. They're smart now. They destroyed the Legion. I saw them taking some of the women, and I wasn't about to stick around for that. What? Really? Did I mention Calharol was a death trap? Why do you want to do this? Ah, my condolences. Let's not waste time. Calharol awaits, and Darkspawn, when left to their own devices, get up to all kinds of nonsense.
Thunder Humper.
Yes.
Got it.
As you command.
Okay. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for the night, because it's been 3 hours, so, well, almost 3 hours. So I'll hopefully be on tomorrow evening, or tomorrow night at some time anyway. Night all.